Hello, dear students. We are studying is matter around us pure, particularly separating techniques. Okay, so far we have studied 4 or 5 things about the separation, particularly 5 process kind of things we have studied, in which is centrifugation, chromatography, okay, boiling, filtration. These are the important one which we are did so far for the separating. But what we will study today is separating two miscible liquid. We have already studied about immiscible on the basis of the gravity separation method. Okay, but today we will discuss about two miscible liquids. Okay, so the process is particularly named distillation, which we use for this one. Okay, and in distillation what we are needed particularly, we needed a distillation flask. Okay, we need distillation flask first. What is distillation flask? It is something appear to be like this. Okay, below is the round one. This is distillation flask part. Okay, so first thing we need is distillation flask. Okay, now this distillation flask is used to fill the liquids mixture part. Now we need a stands to particularly which can hold distillation flask over here. So this is stand particularly which is holding distillation flask. Now by this distillation flask closely mounted from upsides, it is completely closed, and we will pass that to it is termed as condenser. We need a condenser over here. I will tell you the purpose of this condenser as well. Then here we need a beaker particularly. Okay. Now what is happening? Let's see it. Now we take burner here. Okay, we are heating this particularly mixture. When we start heating, we will also use a thermometer over here and keep noticing the temperature as well. Okay. Now when we heat this mixture, we know that two liquids particularly have different boiling points. So one which have lower boiling point will start vaporizing, and vapors will start moving towards this and moving from here to condenser. Okay, what is condenser actually? From here we will in water, or here water out. But this tube should not, the vapor should not mix with water. Water is just surrounding the vapors. So when vapors come, the water will take down heat, and this vapor will turn into condenses and into liquid. So this liquid separate by after separating start will get collecting over here. Okay, you will see that for some particular time in this whole activity, he has asked you some questions in the lower section. That's when the temperature become constant. So you know that at the time when boiling point reaches, at that time for some times temperature become constant. Okay, now next thing, that you know very well that on the basis of the boiling point difference we are applying distillation process. Okay, however, distillation process can be applied only for those liquids mixture which have at least difference in boiling point up to 25 Kelvin. Mean to say 25 Kelvin should be difference at least in these two liquids which are present in the mixture. Okay, that can be only separated by this distillation process. Otherwise, if a boiling point is lesser than that, then what we will apply, that is termed as fractional distillation. That is known as fractional distillation. Fractional distillation is not much different than the this simple distillation. In fractional distillation, you will see that in the same thing, that you will have a distillation flask. Okay, this distillation flask is held by the stand over here. Okay, this whole distillation flask then passed to a column. Okay, this is called fractional column. This fractional columns actually have cubes, ice cubes, or beads you can say. So these are ice cubes. These ice cubes also condensing the vapor. Then we will pass these vapors to the condenser. Okay, so this is the only difference that between the fractional distillation and simple distillation, that this fractional column is get introduced in that case. Okay, and in which cases we are applying fractional distillation? For for petroleum. Okay, in case of the petroleum, we are extracting different things from the petroleum, like petrol, diesel, gasoline. So these all things separation need fractional distillation process, because their boiling point is a little bit more closer. Okay, that's why we cannot apply simple distillation and we are applying fractional distillation. And I have already told you that fractional distillation just have this one more fractional column extra inside than the simple distillation. Okay, now there is one more thing we are extracting, that is a components. The next one is we are studying is about separating different component of air. So for that, first I am telling you step by step, you have to pay attention more about the diagram as well, what I am saying at that time, what it is happening. Like first, we will apply filters over here, and from filters, here is a fan which is sucking air inside. Okay, this is your filter, because you know that air have some smoke, dust particle inside which get separated particular, and you get air from over here. Okay, now what you will do further, then you will use over here a compressor. This is compressor, which will compress the air. Why we are compressing the air? Because after compressing the air become hot. Hot air it will give you. Hot air, compressed air. Okay. This hot compressed air we will pass through a condenser. This is the condenser. Condenser is the simple thing, quite, in which you are making this air pass through these pipes, and these pipes are surrounding by what? Cold water. Okay. From here you will provide cold water, and you can take from here hot water, because it has consumed the heat, because we have supplied the hot air. So this hot air then will pass through here, is known as separator. But from here you will see that here what we have called compressed air. But in this separator, this is separator. From here we will take CO2 as dry ice. Mean to say, at this time, if there is CO2 which is already present in the, that air, CO2 will get turned into solidified form, and we will extract it here. So the remaining component is still in gaseous condition because their boiling point is quite lower, like in negatives. Okay. So now further, what we will do, this is having now what is called compressed air. Now we will put a nozzle over here, a nozzle. I am pointing down it. This is nozzle. Why we are pointing at a nozzle? Mean to say, making the pipe more and more fine. Then we will expand the air further, completely expansion. Okay, and from here you will see that at different extraction point, different component of air get separated. Why? Because when you are expanding something cold, you are expanding anything, particular any gas, if you are expanding, then temperature falls gradually. Mean to say, the temperature get decreased more rapidly. So the gases will get more low temperature and they get converted into liquid. So the first one which is getting into liquid state is particularly your oxygen, and the next will appear at, you go for argon. Okay, and the next column is for what? Nitrogen. So in this way you will extract different air component. So I am explaining you again from the starting that first we applied filters over here to separate some dust particle and smoke particle present in air. Then we compressed the air. But after compressing, you know that air has become a little bit hot. So that's why we pass it through the condenser. Okay, this one component is your condenser. Okay, so this condenser cools down the compressed air. Now the compressed air becomes cold, and this separator there, because carbon dioxide boiling point is quite higher, so carbon dioxide get liquefied at even 30 degrees Celsius. So that's why carbon dioxide first will get out as a dry ice. Now the remaining gases are still in gaseous mode in the air. So the next we will pass that gas air through this nozzle and expand, you can say, so that the temperature will become more low and the gases start condensing and getting converted into liquid. So that's how at different temperature ranges we will get different air components separately easily. Okay, so today you have discussed two techniques. First, separating two miscible liquid, that is by that simple distillation. Second, separating different components of air. So today we will study about these two particularly. Okay, so now your homework HW is first to read the topics carefully. Second, write down separating techniques. We studied today. Okay, thank you.